knowing when to apply throttle means a lot. So that's what I would focus on for the third tip. How to avoid prop wash. And prop wash, for anyone who doesn't know, is essentially a disruption in the air beneath the quad. And it could create like slight oscillations when you're coming out of a trick. You know, I get a lot of comments saying, oh wow, your quad is handling prop wash really well. And yes, a lot of that has to do with me running FETTEC gear and the overall build, the motors I'm running from, you know, the F40 IV, the props I'm using and things of that nature. But so really today's video, I'm gonna talk about three things, and really three things that you could do to decrease your prop wash basically overnight. So I'll get into it here real quick. And if you like this video, leave me a like and leave me a comment. Also in the comment, give me some ideas, because I'm always interested to talk about different subjects and help people along. So if you have some ideas, leave them in the comments below and I'll take a look at them. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I don't know, demonstrate what prop wash is, because this quad is tuned really well, but that was kind of like prop wash, right? It was kind of a slight disruption. Let me try forcing one. See, I can't even force one. So essentially that's what it is. It's a disruption in the air beneath you as you fly. And it's really prone to happen when you're coming out of split S's and doing certain maneuvers that are really aggressive. So let's try creating another one. I don't know if I'm able to do it. Okay, not gonna be able to do it. So let's just talk about basically the first two things. The first thing is that if you're getting a lot of prop wash, I would personally change your props to a lower pitch prop. Lower pitch props tend to help with prop wash because there's less disruption, because it's a lower pitch prop. And some props are smoother than others. I personally like the S3, and I like it because it gives me the response, and also the prop wash handling is kind of ridiculous. So first tip, check your props, make sure they're reasonable props and they're doing what you need them to do. The second tip is
30 seconds.
The weight of your quad. So always understand that the more heavy your quad is, the more difficulty you're gonna have to come out of a trick clean without prop wash. So those are the first two tips. And I would say what a reasonable weight is about, you know, personally I run like 620 with a session. So I would say somewhere around there, maybe 650 if you're on the high end. And again, a lot of this does depend on tuning. So let's talk about a stick control method as the last tip. And it's really easy to really understand, but it took me a long time to kind of get it. So as you can see right there in my split S, in order to compensate, you have to use throttle early. Slightly hit the throttle, and what this is going to do is it's going to lessen the chances of you getting prop wash, because you're accounting for the disruption in the air by applying throttle. And it's a really common technique that's used amongst a lot of people, and you don't have to do it with every trick, but for split S's, some rolls, generally I don't do it with flips. See, like I don't really do it with flips, but for split S's, definitely any type of movement you're coming out, like this is a split S, right? Apply throttle slowly. A power loop, again, same type of deal. Apply throttle slowly. Apply throttle slowly off that. Let that move. But flips, you don't really have to do that. See, like, because you're really just going into the same movement at the same level. I think that has a lot to do with it. Also, you know, again, this is just my personal technique. you know, flips, you don't really have to do it. You could possibly do it if you wanted to, but for me, I don't really do it. So apply throttle slowly, like right here. That's the sweet spot. So here we go, apply throttle slowly. And that's kind of like the third tip, is that knowing when to apply throttle means a lot. So that's what I would focus on for the third tip, aside from like gear and motors and just, I don't know, weight. All right, so let me bring it in. And that's about it, guys. So 3 tips, 2 of them are hardware based that you can kind of make changes overnight, get to a reasonable weight, change your props. I like the S3 props. Lower pitch props work better. You might have to retune if you're used to your tune. And then third method is stick control. I mean, it's applying throttle when you're coming out of a dive, when you're coming out of a move like that, and that should really help you along with getting less prop wash and just being a little bit more smoother with your sticks and getting really clean footage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and see you guys next one. Peace.
I've been caught up in this life, don't speak my mind enough. I'm trying to keep pushing on me, down, just break like all the time. Yeah, I just